Our savior came to us from the stars. 金色の騎士きらめくソード悪に立ち向かい敵を蹴散らせたくましく揺るぐことのない誓いを立てて守る銀河この空に風が吹き荒れても燃えたぎるこの想い吹き消させやしない戦えメタルナイト守れメタルナイト宇宙の平和を取り戻す時まで戦えメタルナイト守れメタルナイト恐れを知らない不屈の戦士ゴールデンセーバー
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Greetings and welcome to each and every one of you. My name is Metal Knight Gold Guardian. I am a super robo Vtuber from outer space. Welcome to the first ever Lore stream and welcome to each and every one of you. Boy, if you couldn't tell, I am so extremely excited to introduce you guys to the lore behind me, to the lore that, well, I have basically prepared, you know. So, before we begin, how are you guys doing? You know, are you excited? I hope you... Do you have any questions prepared? Is there anything you would like to know the most? Do you wish to know how the Ferocian culture and things develop and all that jazz? But while I know that you have plenty of questions, for the sake of, you know, to test the waters and to basically test everything else, I do have few things I would like to make sure. The first one, is the audio okay? Is the background song, you know, clashing with my noise? For first time viewers, welcome, you know. But yes, excellent. If that's the case, we can continue. So, for the purposes of my voice is louder. It's what I want to hear. I hope it's not too loud. But anyway, for the purposes of the first lore stream, everything shall be condensed into the topic that is currently presented on my table. The lore stream number 1 topic, which is what is a Metal Knight? Okay, so to a direct answer to that would be a Metal Knight is a special force, something equivalent to the special forces of Earth, but in a much more knightly order manner, right? Also, Now, Naomi, welcome. Welcome, by the way. So, to put it simply, it's basically a nightly order from my home world of Perosia, which acts as a special forces. But what makes a Metal Knight a Metal Knight? Well, to get back into that, right? First, we have to take back in a trip to time. Let me rephrase that. First, we have to take you back on a trip back to 2016 when a young tokusatsu fan first had an idea of wanting to make his own tokusatsu all the way back in 2016. So, before I continue, let me first show you this, okay? Whoops, sorry about that. I completely forgot that the video is being played on loop. And now let's turn on back our audio, and we are back. I swear I got this, as a what's the word? I swear I am a professional streamer, and there is no scuff, and I'm totally not a boom. Anyway, yeah, so Metal Knight, for all purposes and intents, right, started as the brain of an Indonesian tokusatsu fan in 2016. So yes, as I mentioned just now, Metal Knight, for all intents and purposes, is an independent Indonesian production, which originally, was about making independent tokusatsu. But plenty of things change. The creator of Metal Knights, whom I shall label as Mr. G, which is basically my current manager, is currently residing with me in Osaka, and he prefers to take a much more silent role behind the scenes. The dream continues. It's just that because he couldn't make independent tokusatsu films at the current, with his current predicament, right? So he likes Vtubers as well, and that is how I was born. I belong in the same universe as the characters you saw in the video earlier, right? But for everything else, when in character, especially as myself, Metal Knight Gold Guardian, right? I just so happen to be able to speak Indonesian. Saya hanyalah robot raksasa yang kebetulan bisa berbicara bahasa Indonesia. That's it. Yeah. My creator, Indonesian. Right? Me? I am from outer space. So, what makes a Metal Knight a Metal Knight? Well, there are many factors, but the first being the body armor. Right? The video is an old production, right? So a lot of the things which I must tell you now obsolete, which is why that particular video used to be on the internet, but unfortunately, due to circumstances, it is currently no longer available in public. Right? There's a question over there. So we actually should call you Uncle Gold. Since you call me Uncle Metal already, it's kind of pretty fine because I, Gold Guardian, also happens to be the Supreme General of the Metal Knights. Yes, I am the leader of the Metal Knights. And so this next image I am going to show you, right, is hang on. Should basically tell you a bit more. Hang on, just give me a moment. Let me just find it here. I swear I am a professional streamer, and I totally did not flick through this at the last minute. Well, you may listen to the Combatler team. Here we go. Okay, where's that image? Yeah, this is total. I cannot just keep on being a boomer forever. I'm a professional streamer. Totally. Although, oh my god, where is it? Giant robots not understanding technology. Yes, totally. Oh my god, I swear I have it in here. I have it in here somewhere. Hello, where are you? Here you are. So, let me bring this up for you to see. Whoa, that is too big. Okay. So can you guys see this? Do not share this image with anyone else, right? Currently, these are the 5 Metal Knights active, right? This is the first time I am revealing this image. Yes, this particular image, right? To the world. Now, before you ask, just because I am showing each and every one of you this, right, does not mean that they are going to become VTubers. Not yet. Not yet, but as in, don't expect too much, by the way. These are not necessarily me introducing more VTubers, right? These are just characters involved in a Metal Knight metaverse. So yes, there are other Metal Knights besides me. As you can see, right? What makes a Metal Knight, right, is not only the distinguishing armors which belongs to an elite knightly group from my homeworld of Ferocia, right, but also the fact that each of these people are equivalent to a small army, right? So that's why back in my homeworld, right, we don't really have what you call a standing army. We have a militia, but that's about it. Right? Yeah, you might be probably wondering why. Why do we have a militia and not a standing army? Because when you have a single knight who is equivalent or comparable to a small army, well, a small battalion at best, right? We can get under scrutiny by the Galactic Federation for, possessing what is literally could be described as weapons of mass destruction in a single battle suit. Each of the suits in here represents the technology from my homeworld being put to best. And to begin with, I'm going to start introducing using the one on the second left. From here. Yeah. From here. Yeah. The second from the left, right? The blue colored knight is Metal Knight Steel Thunder. Right? He is my second in command. I just call him Steel. And Steel being his powers means he is a great conductor of electricity, for example, right? I can't give you too much yet, but just so now that his name is Steel, his powers has got to do with thunder and electricity due to Steel being an excellent conductor of electricity and so on, right? The middle one is obviously yours truly. The one to my right is a female Metal Knight, Metal Knight Mercuria, with the element Mercury, right? Being in the element of Mercury, so her attacks have can inflict some degree of mercury poisoning, right? She is able to shape her attacks in the way mercury is liquid, right? And it can be used to inflict a certain degree of critical damage. So that is also why I task her with interrogation and questioning, right? The middle one is yours truly. I am Gold Guardian. My powers are gold related, right? And I possess gold magic along with capabilities of turning into a giant robot. That's me. Then finally, the one on the very right over here is Metal Knight Kaisana, who is also another female Metal Knight, and her powers are based on the element of Caesium, right? Caesium is used in your world to empower atomic clocks. So that's why in this particular case, her powers have things to do with, clocks, speed, and general, I'd say, speed-related properties. So you have your speedster, you have your crowd controller, you have your mage, and then you have me, the tank. Now, last but not least, right? The one on the very left, which is the gray one, is a planned redesign of the OG Metal Knight Iron Strike. The designers have been hard at work in order to try and reboot this sometime in the future, right? So Iron Strike powers is, in a way to describe it, in a way to describe it in the simplest manner, that's your Kamen Rider. I suppose. The simplest way to describe Iron Strike, that's your Kamen Rider. Yeah. Hi, well, how you doing? But yeah, so far, these are the only Metal Knights who are currently under my command, which has been refilled. I have more Metal Knights under my command, and the basis of this design, right, is the metallic periodic table. Yes, you heard that right. So, the metallic periodic table, right? One day, the creator of Metal Knights, Mr. G, saw the chemical periodic table of the metallic elements and think to himself, hey, let's create superheroes out of this. And, that's how the characters are born, right? In fact, as I speak, both my friends Falco and Ashmish are currently in the middle of helping me think up of more Metal Knight designs to be introduced in the future. Although I'm going to pause it here and make this statement so people don't get confused once and for all. Okay? You guys ready? Do you want to hear the big statement that I'm going to make? Hi, Varian, welcome. So, let me see. Alright, let me just, first off, let me just change these things. I'm going to pull this here. Okay. So, hang on. I have to resize this so everybody can see. I don't know why it ends up being all too big for everyone to see, but hey, I have this totally prepared. I am definitely not a boomer. This is so everything is clear for each and every one of you. Hang on. Where is... Oh. I swear this would... Okay, never mind. How do you resize this thing? Man, I should be more prepared with this, don't I? I was too excited, I forgot to prepare. You know what? No, this is not necessary. Instead of typing it on screen, I'll just tell it to you guys. So, while you guys were wondering what I want to say earlier, I'll just make a statement here instead of typing it on screen because it gets confusing and I'm still trying to learn how the interface of these things work. But yeah. Metal Knight is not an NFT project. I know what NFTs are, and I will make this statement here. I will never turn this thing into an NFT project. No. It is not something I want to do, and even if it does, it is something that goes against my personal principles of what I want to do. You know? Yeah, I wanted to make a bold statement on the screen, you know, but in order to prevent anybody from asking in the future, no, I am not making NFTs. That is the first time you will hear it from me, and that will be the final time. If anybody thinks or tells you otherwise, it's not. Okay? You guys hear me? You hear it from me firsthand, okay? Metal Knight is not an NFT. It is at its core a super robo. Sorry, not super robo. It is at its core a tokusatsu project, and it will always be a tokusatsu project. Thank you very much. Now we can continue. So, there is someone, well, I've been asked before, why not turn the Metal Knight assets into NFT after I talked to them about this tokusatsu thing, and I, showed them the similar pictures. To which, by the way, on hearing that suggestion, I had to carefully explain to the fellow that that is never my intention. Yeah? So, to continue, in order to make a Metal Knight, right? Back in my homeworld, there are various factors, okay, on what makes a Metal Knight a Metal Knight. For example, if you have heard the elements earlier, there's steel, there's iron, right? There's mercury, there's gold, me, and there is caesium, okay? Currently in the works is a Metal Knight which works on the elements of osmium, bismuth, and I believe there is a silver and tantalum, or tantalus in some cases. I mean, there have been several others. I'm still writing ideas for them. We had an idea for a silver Metal Knight before, if anybody was asking, because it's quite obvious, where there's a gold, there must be a silver, correct? But no, somebody asked me, do I have an evil counterpart who is a silver Metal Knight because I am gold? The answer is no. The silver people back in my homeworld are close associates with the gold people. Well, in this particular case, I, Gold Guardian, came from a family called the Golden Dynasty. The Silver Dynasty and the Golden Dynasty are close associates of each other. There is a silver Metal Knight in my homeworld. And no, he is not my evil cousin. Yeah, I just have to... I think it's your question back then. Oh, was it from Rio? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think it's your question back then. Was it from Rio? Yeah. So no, I don't have an evil silver cousin. How about radium? It looks really cool with glow-in-the-dark green. Good thinking, Rama. I will put that in my notes. Thank you very much. I've been wondering how to do radium, but normally because the thing is, normally when researching about these things, right, I have to open my chemistry book and do a lot of research, before I decided to come with a character concept. Obviously, I have to open all my chemistry books, Is there a Bronze Dynasty? The Bronze people are the ones who are actively working in the metallurgy department of my homeworld. My homeworld Ferocia, there are two major things we produce. The first one is metallurgy. Metallurgy, right? Metallurgy is basically the act of shaping and reshaping metals into properties usable by our people. And we do it a bit differently than the blacksmiths of Earth because you see, within the body of a Ferocian, right? Within the body of a Ferocian, liquid metal runs in our veins. No, not metallurgy. That's not how you pronounce it. Hang on. Let me just type it here. There you go. It is an actual word that exists in it exists in Earth, by the way. It is a way of shaping and reshaping metals in order to turn them from raw materials into uses, right? Bronze is a dwarf to my planet? Not really, no. The thing is, here's bronze is a composite metal. This, you guys must know. In my case, gold is something that can be found within the core of any worlds that can produce gold, right? But in order to make bronze, you have to smelt tin and copper together, right? So how this happens is that when you are capable of smelting minerals into metal, right? Bronze is discovered by putting tin and copper together, therefore creating bronze. So to say that there's a Bronze Dynasty within my homeworld is a bit of a no, because technically there are more tin and copper families who basically, let me just put this very simply. When a father copper and a mama tin loves each other very, very much, I'll leave the rest up to your imagination. Yeah, I will leave the rest up to your imagination. But here's the thing, we do not reproduce in the same manner that you humans do. Before you get this all very complicated, we don't reproduce the same way humans do, okay? On my homeworld, right, there is a temple, okay? A temple which we call a fertility temple, to which newlywed couples would go into the temple and be introduced to the secrets of reproduction. And when they come out, they'll come out with a adolescent child. As for what actually is inside the temple, did they build it? Interesting question. But as for what's happening in the inside of the temple, I personally have no idea because I have never been there. So yeah, I've never been inside the temple. Yeah. Hi Falco, how you doing? The reason being, well, you see, in my law, I was supposed to be married. I have a fiance. But I lost her in the Death Empire invasion. And that has been one of my primary motivations to ferociously fight against the Death Empire and put aside everything I do in order to fight the Death Empire. Because the day they attack is supposed to be the day of my wedding. And that is how I lost the person who's who's supposed to be my wife. Yes, I mentioned this back in Ray's stream, but here I am clearing it up. There's a reason why I don't have somebody. Right now it's because the very person who I truly pour my heart for is, well, he is no longer here. But that happened so many years ago. That also, I kind of, have accepted that she is no longer by my side. But at the same time, that invasion was also the cause as to why I now have a 90% robotic body. Yeah, remember when I tell you guys that I used to be 100% flesh and blood? And in this case, the blood is liquid metal. And after that invasion, I am now 90% robotic body. Now you know. Yeah. Well, I didn't mean to turn the mood into extremely sour, but I'm one, yeah. One of these days, you guys have to learn anyway, and you are going to learn at the law stream. And I don't know why I had to tell this sad story behind a Gao Gai Ga music, but interesting timing. But yeah, don't worry guys, I've kind of gotten over it already. So, that being said, right, there are 3 types of people living in my home world, which, yeah. Did I transfer my brain to the metallic body? Well, one thing that you should know is that my brain is still, how do I properly explain this? My brain is still flesh. Yeah, it's still working flesh. So that's one thing. Along with my heart, they are still working. They are not mechanical. That is something that I would like you to know. So, where was I? Yes. There are 3 types of people native to my home world, right? The first being a pure blood Ferocian, right? Let me just type this here. Okay, it should appear any moment now. There we go. The first type of people who live in my home world are pure blood Ferocians. These are people who do not have any cybernetic enhancement on them, and they are pure Ferocian people, who came from the planet of Feros. They are basically humanoids with liquid metal running in their veins instead of, blood as you guys know it. Okay? The next is the next type is a hybrid Ferocian, right? This is me, right? I am a hybrid Ferocian. Hybrid being the fact that, cybernetic enhancement and robotic body parts is something very popular in Feros, thanks to the advent of metallurgy, right? So, in some extreme cases, there are Ferocians who are 90% robotic body, 95% or 90% robotic bodies, which are people like me. And the increase of hybrid Ferocians, let me rephrase that. And the demand of becoming a hybrid Ferocian intensifies, especially after the invasion of the Dead Empire to our homeworld. Because, People want to protect themselves. And when you can have bits of robotic body parts on your own bodies, which can become weapons, it's literally a self-defense instrument. But obviously, all of this is licensed and regulated very strictly. And the reason I know it's regulated very strictly, because the Silver Dynasty, our main trading partners, are literally responsible for weapon distribution and licensing on our homeworld. Right? The Gold Dynasty, my dynasty, is the ruling mercantile family. Well, one of the ruling mercantile family. Merchants, we are merchants, okay? And finally, the last type of Ferocian natives, right, would be simply straight up robots, you know? The robots which we constructed, right, basically, you know, they are already full-fledged citizens in our homeworld. You know, there is nothing wrong with them existing. We have a lot of robots who are in the ruling body of our government, and they serve to basically assist us in our lives. Sometimes we assist them, sometimes they assist us, you know, as well as things do. Originally created as the main battle force to combat against the encroaching of a dead empire. And after many improvements in their AI, in their, you know, self-teaching AI and all that jazz, they are now important parts in our culture as well. Okay? I would like to stress that, because I myself have several robots under my service, right? As part of my maintenance team, because, you know, maintaining a super robot is a lot of work and resources. So I need a maintenance team that cannot be that, for the lack of a better word, they can't be too tired, especially in times of war. You know, so that's why I opted to have an all-robot maintenance team. Do I have retainers? Yes, but I suppose in a way, my retainers in this particular case would be my fellow Metal Knights, right? But I don't really see them as a retainer, more like I treat them as much as how I want to treat myself, but they see themselves as my retainer because they have their reasons. Even though I told them, please do not call me your, you know, superior, because I don't really do well with some, you know, being above other people. But except, I suppose, for the purposes of military chain of commands, yeah, I'm willing to do that. But in terms of, you know, people looking up to me and me looking down on people or being called a lord, well, you are right, Martin. I am technically a lord of the Golden Dynasty. I just don't really enjoy being called a Sasuga Lord. Stop that! Bara, no! Do not call me a lord! I am not used to being called a lord. I mean, I technically am a lord, but don't call me a lord. Sir Gordo is... Wait, that still makes me... Oh, no, that still makes me... Oh, I can't win again. I can't win with this, can I? Oh boy. Seeing me command a group of army, well, more like I command a group of knights. I don't command an army. it is more likely I command a group, not more likely. I am more into commanding a group of knights instead of an army. The army is another person's jurisdiction, right? It used to be under what was his name again? It used to be under General Tantalus. It's another metal knight, by the way. Tantalus being, another hard metal. But General Tantalus died in the war. So right now, his daughter is training to replace him. But otherwise, I believe the command of the Ferocian army is currently being taken over by another member of the Tantalus dynasty. So yeah. Because the old General Tantalus died during the war. So yeah. He has a daughter. Another female metal knight. There have been several, Now, what else do I? Yeah, so there we go. So far, in this law stream, we have discussed about what being a metal knight is, what a Ferocian is, what my homeworld is, and what kind of people the Ferocians are. Right? I think I actually it's been an hour and I actually ran out of materials to talk. Oh yes, gold magic, right? So the gold magic which I am talking about, right, is a form of creation magic. For example, by creation I am talking about for example, the gold properties I have is literally, shooting gold bars out, but as a weapon, not as money. Because after I shoot it, right, it explodes. In a way, I create gold bars, but gold bars that explode. What kind of weapon am I proficient at? Well, I am a giant robot as well. And as a giant robot, all giant robots are, well, at least from the ones I know, are proficient in swords, right? So yes, I have a sword, but it's just that I can't exactly show even any of my weapon systems as long as I am on Earth, because I am beheld by Galactic Federation law, right? And secondly, if you ask me that if I can throw gold at my area, so here's the thing. There's a thing called currency. What is the terminology for it? There is a thing called currency which are balanced by gold on Earth. If I throw too much gold at a single area, the price of gold drops. I believe we learned this in economics class at middle school, right? You throw too much of something in any place, right? The price of that thing does not increase, it drops. So throwing a bunch of gold into a single place does not make you richer. What it does, it devalues the gold, because that's why people That's why people choose to invest in gold. That kind of system actually works in my home world as well. You know, there was a point where we invested in gold, but because the ruling body was afraid of our monopoly on gold, because hey, gold dynasty, we are not without our flaws. And the monopoly on gold was nearly had during the times of my great grandfather. So there has to be a rule on how much gold we can procure and produce and circulate. Yeah, it's macroeconomics, correct. So there is a reason why I can basically afford to have so much gold trim on my body armor, because it is the gold that which we procure, collect, and own. And as for the rest of the gold, which is in distribution in our home world, right? It is different from the value of gold on my body armor. So to put it simply, depending on how you wish to put it, right, my armor might cost a fortune on Ferocia, but the moment I arrived on Earth, because my armor is from a different gold source or property which hasn't been changed by the laws of Earth, and because Earth does not acquire any mining rights in what's going on in chat. But can I I sometimes do not know if I do not know if my chat is say so or not, but I guess when it comes to Bara and his love for giant muscle men, look, okay, let me put it this way. When somebody mentions selling bodies, it can mean many things. Before you ask, yes, in my home world, that kind of profession exists. I am fully aware of the human fascination of coitus. Don't think I have no idea. I watch you guys, by the way. I know what you guys mean by neuron activation. I don't know. Well, selling my gold parts. Oh, is that what you mean? Oh, yes, I see. No, unfortunately, they are not for sale. Is that what you mean? Oh, yes, my bad. I misunderstood. If that's the case, no, they are not for sale. Yes, totally. It can mean that, dear Lord. My chat is seriously something else. I see. Damn it, I was supposed to be say so. we are changing topics. We are changing topics. Oh, would you look at the time? It is currently 4 o'clock. So, I think that's about it. Thank you so much for coming to this law stream. Right? I believe I have ran out of things to talk about, and we shall now move forward to the Q&A, because the stream is going to end quite soon, right? I'm going to open a Q&A. So, do you guys have any questions so far? Now that my presentation is over, right? Do you guys have any questions so far? I am willing to answer to the best of my abilities. So go ahead, guys. I'll probably allow it for about 10 minutes before I have to close it. Oh, there's a lot of questions, by the way. Hang on, actually. I'll let you guys ask more questions. For the time being, I am going to... give me a moment. Meep. 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 I'll be right back. Okay, I have written. Alright, now let's go through these questions one by one. Oh, come on, I am not gone that long. Okay, let's take a look at this question. Question number 1 from Bara. How much money do you think they'll give you for... Next question. I have explosion punch, turn into giant robot. Do I have any more skills? Yes! I will reveal it soon. Soon. Uncle, do you have any super weapon other than magic and rocket punch? It will be revealed soon. Do I have a powered up or super mode version of Gold Guardian, like a Great Gold Guardian? The military budget currently doesn't allow that. Do I plan to make a gold costume like Iron Strike? At some point, yes, I do. I do plan to make it, but as I said before, military budget. You know, not allowed, says the Galactic Federation. What's my favorite human food? Kway teow goreng. Are there Nikes based on other elements in the periodic table, or is it just metals? It's just metals. Does my gold magic can manifest into elemental magics? In a way, yes, in a way. So about breakfast, what metal Nikes usually eat? Well, sometimes it's a can of oil. At other times, it's also solid human foods. But I enjoy myself a good, what do you call that? I do enjoy a morning Japanese breakfast since I'm living in virtual Osaka now. Yeah. Curious if I visit any other country besides Japan. Let's see. Did I visit any other country besides Japan? Well, I have been to Singapore. Also been to Malaysia. I have seen Germany. I have seen Spain. I have traveled to Australia as well. But not yet the United States. And yeah. Just give me more money. Unfortunately, money is control. Have I visited other Earths? Unfortunately, I am not built for dimensional travel yet. What is the best cereal? Anything that isn't heavily coated in sugar. Because why? You know, I guess I enjoy dunking Weetabix into milk, if that counts as cereal. But there are some cereal brands where they slather so much sugar in a single cornflake. I would just ask why, you know? Like, just why? Hi Janos, welcome. Yeah, you missed a lot, I'm sorry. But the VOD will be up, you know? Have I visited other planets beside Earth? Yes! In fact, I'm just going to say this. There are other species on Pharos besides the Pharosians themselves. You know, when you have work and relations with the Galactic Federation, right, you are bound to encounter many species across the universe. So some of them have lived in, you know, my homeworld. So yeah. So yeah. You've been checking out Kamen Rider Vtubers. I see. I think Greg is supposed to be streaming around this hour as well, but maybe that's why. You can introduce me some other time when it comes to other hero VTubers. You know, I don't really mind. How many alien races that I know of? A lot. I lost count. Unfortunately, I lost count. Do I have a workout routine if I want to have my body built? See, the thing is, the body build that I possess is mostly cybernetics of a robot form. I don't really find the need for a workout, right? Because whether I like it or not, my body will always be in tip-top condition due to it being 90% robotics. So yeah. But I guess if there is a workout routine, there is one which I saw from this guy who claims to have a very great workout routine. The one where you do 100 sit-ups every day, 100 squats every day, 100 kilometer run every day. But although what happens is that you are going to have unmanageable hair loss. So I am not so sure if we kind of want to do that. Do I like spicy food? Yes, I love spicy food. Hi Sapphire, how you doing? Do I have pajamas? Yes. There is a goal size pajamas. Make that as how you will it. Yeah. A goal size pajamas exists. Yeah, I'm sorry, Janos. You miss plenty of law, right? And we are now in the Q&A. Will I ever take off my helmet? I did a face reveal once, by the way. It's on my Twitter. Hang on. I think I still have it somewhere here. But yeah, I did a face reveal once. Do I sleep standing or lying down? Both. Let's not be reminded about that bit. Yeah. Okay then. Is there any more questions? Because if there isn't any, right, I would like to thank each and every one of you for coming to the law stream. Because my God, there is actually more. There's a question. Do I have a girlfriend? So I think you came in here a bit later, Gao X Kaiser. Oh, by the way, guys, this Gao X Kaiser, right, is the guy who, hang on, he's an artist, by the way, and hang on, let me find this. Here we go. Can I resize this now? Here you are. Remember this? Gao X Kaiser is the guy who created this. So if you're So if you want an avatar or a character who looks as cool as this looks, yes, it's a Gundam Gurdu. Yeah. You will... Although, you will often see this model if I play Gun Evo. This is based on the new Gundam. Anyway, welcome, Kao, by the way, to the stream. That's all. You don't have any more questions? Which see later, maybe. Have I been to an onsen? A private one, not a mixed onsen. But yes, I've been to an onsen once, and my God, I want to go back. It is one of the best things to have. Like, it really relaxes your joints, you know. It's one of the best places to visit, especially when you're in Japan. An onsen, that is. But as for to continue Gao Ek Kaiser's question, right? Because I think you came here a bit later. No, I don't actually have a girlfriend. I used to have a fiance, right? But everybody has heard this story earlier. Unfortunately, I lost my fiance when the Death Empire invaded my homeworld for the first time. And they invaded the day where I am supposed to be married. So, yeah. There you have it. So, but for now, no, I am currently single. I actually have no idea if I can see myself to be romantically involved with another woman, but maybe time will heal people. I just currently do not have an answer for it right now. Maybe because I am currently how do I put this? It's not the primary thing that is in my mind right now. Well, it's true that I have moved on from my fiance to be, sorry, from my wife to be. I have moved on from her. But at the same time, there hasn't been, let's just say that there hasn't been individual within my heart yet that will, ever replace her for the time being. That invasion, Gao, is also why I have 90% robotic body, if you're still here. Looks like you guys are talking about wanting to come visit Japan. Maybe I can heal from the pain that I've been through. I have gotten over it, but I'm not sure that in this particular for this particular incident, I am just not sure if I want to, move on yet. So yeah. Okay. I think that's it for now. Yeah. I think that's it for now for in terms of the law stream, right? Thank you so much for coming, by the way. So, to end this law stream, let's just close in. Hang on. Let's just close the stream with an ending routine. Hang on. Where is I have an ending routine for the time being. There we go. Thanks for the stream, Cape Boomer, dude. God damn it. I can never. Okay, so let us end the stream with a bang, okay? 穏やかな海が爆音で渦巻く炎が上がる黒煙の空で死神が微笑む大地が割れる叫びまとう人々中をわけ俺は急ぐ迫り来る敵へ走る熱き怒りの嵐を抱いて戦うために飛び出せけった明日の希望を取り戻そうぜ強く今を生きる友の腕に星のない夜の静寂を引き裂き光が走る吹い上がるマグマ軸さえ歪めて世界が燃える怯えまとう人々に命この手で救うために許せない敵を倒って燃ゆる命の嵐を胸に戦う時だ叫ぶぜゲッタ夢と平和を奪い返すぜたった一つきりの青い星にそうchange guitar Yeah! 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 Are you ready? Oh! 熱き怒りの嵐を抱いて戦うために飛び出せゲッタ明日の希望を取り戻すぜ強く今を生きる友の俺赤い血潮が激しくうねる正義の風が荒れるぜゲッタ俺の嵐が巻き起こるとき悪の炎なんて全て消すさあChange guitar! Oh yeah, it's been a while. Alright. Thank you very much again for coming into the first law stream. This has been Gold Guardian. Don't forget to use the hashtag GordoLaw. It is written underneath the, not underneath, on the live stream title. If you want to share what you have seen today on Twitter and stuff, hashtag GordoLaw. Otsu Gordo, I'll see you guys on the next stream. See ya!